India's External Affairs Minister, Dr. S Jaishankar, has listed out 3 challenges in front of South Asia at the SAARC Foreign Ministers' meet. Hitting out at Pakistan, S Jaishankar has listed 3 challenges: cross-border terrorism, blocking connectivity and obstructing trade at the virtual meet. In the meet, India's External Affairs Minister has reaffirmed India's commitment to neighbourhood-first policy and towards building a connected, integrated, secure and prosperous South Asia. The meet's special focus was on dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic. Jaishankar highlighted that India is committed to $10 million for COVID emergency funds and has reached out to several countries of SAARC with essential drugs, COVID protection and testing kits. Jaishankar also emphasized on supporting SAARC neighbours amid the COVID pandemic. Health professionals of SAARC met to share information and best practices of the region, and SAARC Food Bank mechanism was activated to mitigate the adverse impact of the crisis. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has taken a lead in calling SAARC heads of government virtual meet to deal with the crisis. This was the first such regional meet on COVID crisis anywhere in the world. India has extended $150 million foreign currency swap support to the Maldives, currency swap support of $200 million to Bhutan and $400 million to Sri Lanka during the course of this year. WION's principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, is live with us for more on this. Good evening to you, Siddhant. Now, India's External Affairs Minister has listed out 3 main challenges in front of South Asia at the meeting.
Well, yes, Alison, the 3 key points the Indian External Affairs Minister listed, which of course cross-border terrorism, the connectivity issue, the trade issue, all being the issues emanating from Pakistan, specifically when it comes to cross-border terror issue. But it has been a very hectic day in terms of number of forums where the Indian External Affairs Minister spoke, whether it is at CICA or whether it's at the SAARC informal meeting. Remember, the SAARC informal meeting always happens on the sidelines of UNGA, but this year we know that this is not happening. The physical meeting is not happening. The UNGA itself is meeting virtually. So that is why this informal meeting happened. And of course, the Indian External Affairs Minister specifically pointed out at how India is helping when it comes to the COVID crisis, reaching out to countries in South Asian region. In fact, the Indian External Affairs Minister highlighted that $2.3 million have been given worth of medicines, or whether it comes to testing kits to countries in SAARC region, and how India has helped Maldives, Sri Lanka in terms of the debt swapping. This is something that helped the economies of these countries which have been impacted by the COVID crisis. But by and large, Pakistan, as always, played the spoil sport. It raked Kashmir, whether it is at the SAARC informal meeting or whether it is at the CICA. And at all the forums, India slammed Pakistan. Of course, at the SAARC, India highlighted cross-border terrorism. We do expect a strong reaction very soon. The MEA briefing is about to start in about 10 minutes' time. And then, of course, at the CICA, India replied through its right of reply and highlighted how Pakistan is the epicenter of terrorism in the region.
Right, and Jaishankar also reaffirmed India's commitment to neighbourhood-first policy. And of course, we know that Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi took the lead, calling SAARC heads of government in that first virtual meet. It was the first of its kind in anywhere in the world.
Well, yes, this is something that has been the policy of India, and if I can elaborate on India's neighborhood first policy and the India first policy of other countries in the region as well. When it comes to the neighborhood first policy, remember when the COVID crisis happened, India being following this policy gave the HCQ and paracetamol to countries in the region, whether it's Nepal, Sri Lanka, Maldives. In fact, when it comes to Maldives, India started an Operation Sanjeevani, and sent out a huge box of medicines through Indian Air Force special plane, and then of course it reached out to other countries in the region, not only SAARC but the Indian Ocean island countries, whether it's Seychelles, Mauritius. So by and large, that has been the policy of the Indian government, to reach out to countries, whether it is the COVID pandemic or other natural disasters. Just few years ago, when Nepal was struck by this devastating earthquake. India was the first responder in Nepal. So that has been the official stated policy, and India has been implementing on that as well.
Siddhant, as always, thank you very much for that report.